what it do? Sitting with the crew, had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move.
Please send it to the new Cash App at the top. And if you have any video requests, please send a donation. Thank you. Peace and love.
So I decided to be toxic by, laughing at the phone, maybe him and having phone calls from that.
Toxic. That's yeah, you're asking for trouble. Why are you doing that for? Just because you wanted to get even?
Exactly. But if he had not stepped out on me or did anything to me, I had not done anything. But I felt like I needed to be toxic. So again, toxic can be fun, but it can cause the
I'm gonna tell you why you toxic right now. I'm gonna tell you why you toxic right now. Cause why your ass ain't just leave?
Tell me.
Why you didn't just leave?
This is what it is. I had my child around him. He was not my child's father.
Like y'all was building something. That's why you was bringing your child around him and stuff like that.
Yeah, we was building something, right. Right. That's what I meant when I said, like, I wanted to be his. I thought that at this point he was going to be my dude. But, as the term is, it's more fish in the sea, but I felt like it was no more fish in my sea. I felt like I had to make this right because my son is bonding with him. I felt like I wasn't trying to allow nobody else, bond with my child. So it's like I stayed. I tried, but it was like we still wasn't being into it, but it caused it to be toxic because even towards, again, ladies, even being toxic when you think it's fun can cause shit to happen with your child, because if y'all have children in the mix with being toxic, it causes a lot of hectic because the man gonna start being distant towards the child. He's gonna feel like, if it is your baby daddy, he might even say, it's not my child because you've been being toxic. He might think you stepped out on him and had another baby.
Which, by the way, only stupid niggas say, if that's your baby, that's your baby. Shut the fuck up with the goofy shit.
Yeah, well, you know how dudes is. They, when you stepped out, but it might not be yours, and they go to more show.
I mean, that is a valid point, though. If you step out around the time you got pregnant.
That's what niggas start really thinking. They be like, well, if you cheated then, you could have had cheated then, because I did kind of. That's when his insecurities come out and be like, well, I did cheat you when you've been getting in a relationship, so, you could have stepped out on me, had this baby, and now all of a sudden, you putting it on, and because out of the blue, I cheat again, and you step out on me, So that's what I'm saying, like, you never know. That's what I'm saying. Toxic can be fun, but if children is involved, that's when the fun ends. Honestly, so it's a lot of terms to put this toxicness. It's a lot of terms. Like, you gotta really be careful with this because it's no joke.
Facts. All right, so that's more focused on one particular situation, but I got a couple things that I want to question you about that are real toxic things that I feel like women do.
What's up?
And I'm gonna run them by you, and I want you to try to defend your agenda because y'all be on some bullshit.
What it is?
Girl, bounce that booty like bad check. Damn, I'm track to that booty like magnet. Going with the fuck niggas never gain access. Already got brain like an A+ math test. Pussy mad fresh, no smell. We go hotel, nigga mad. Oh well, cut him on toenail. She the prize, no bail. Killer pussy, no bail. Butt heavy, no scale. Ride like hotel.
Now, yesterday, some footage came out from 2020 where they had like an altercation in the elevator. Quavo has a bag. They outside of an elevator that's about to close. Quavo has some type of bag. Saweetie swings on Quavo outside the elevator, right? Grabs his bag and then tries to run off with it. Quavo catches her, right? So he grabs her arm and he's a little aggressive with it. And he twirls her around. Her arm hit the elevator wall. They in the elevator at this point. And she slumped down to the ground, acting like she really got beat on. she sat her ass on the ground for 20 minutes for no reason. And then this happened in 2020. So right after they break up, the footage came out. Why did that footage come out? Why didn't it come out in 2020? Why is she trying to sabotage Quavo's career? She clearly stayed with him after that situation happened. So why, after they break up over something different, this footage is randomly coming out?
Okay, so I'm gonna make a comment on that. So I'm sorry, ladies, for giving this tea out to do to men, anything. But we do tend to be very dramatic, especially at toxic situations, because we want that nigga to go down. We don't care at that moment. And yeah, I know it's toxic. I know it's bad. But and ladies, I'm sorry, but y'all can't admit we do that. We always gonna be extra.
Y'all know y'all do that. I'd have been tussling around with a phone with my baby moms in the past, and I yanked my phone back, and it moved her body a little bit. The bitch damn near throw herself across the room. It's like, yo, why you making it hot for? What?
Yeah, we do tend to.
Why you making it hot for?
Because we feel as if, and I honestly gonna say, from even myself, I feel as if I do that, it's a chance, and y'all can't lie, it's a chance maybe he'll stay from sympathy.
Yeah,
and I guess
do
he
that.
felt like shit. Maybe if I do, it's a chance. It's two ways through this shit. Alright. It's either sympathy or your ass go down. Either you gonna have sympathy and take my ass back and go through this toxic shit with me, or either your ass gonna go down. Which one you gonna pick? So I'ma cry. You gonna pick your choose. You gonna have sympathy me and say, alright.
Toxic. Women crying. Just to manipulate men to do what they want them to do. I don't fall for this. I don't fall for this.
Yeah, Sweetie was being toxic.
That's ridiculous. She's exposing all of y'all, but guess what? I already knew. You know what I'm saying? Crying, just like when a kid cries, it's manipulation.
I'm real. I'm gonna tell the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's very, 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 very toxic. Let's talk about something else that's toxic that I feel like women do.
Not me though, y'all. Not me, y'all. Cause I'm single. Not me. I'm not toxic, y'all.
All right, something else that's toxic that I feel like women do. Women who waste niggas' time knowing they want absolutely nothing to do with that man. Now, this is partly niggas' faults because niggas go hard sometimes. Like, they try to, like, win chicks over with money and stuff like that. Nice gifts and stuff like that. And the average chick is gonna accept the gift whether she like you or not. Like, it's a gift. Like, what chick is gonna deny a diamond bracelet? What chick is gonna deny some shoes? Chicks love free food.
Cause I know I'm lying. I ain't gonna lie.
Chicks love free food. But this is the thing though. Why do y'all do this and y'all don't like these niggas at all? Do y'all realize that y'all scarring these men for life and you're turning them into dogs? Do you realize that?
Okay, so honestly, as I mind you, I'm truthful. I feel as if females don't understand. I understand it now as I dealt with my child father and my next dude. Females don't understand dudes have feelings too. Cause dudes don't show it. So it's more like we feel as if it is what it is. Like, y'all not gonna cry and make paragraphs on. Some dudes do. Some dudes do show that sympathy side. So it's like, it's more like if I do that, it is what it is. That's how I feel. I feel like that's how it is. We don't feel like dudes show their emotions so we can move how we want to move. That's a truthful situation. That's a truthful fact. That's a Snapple fact, actually. Dudes don't show their emotions, so it makes me feel like you ain't show your emotion, then that means you didn't give a fuck. You didn't care. So, I mean, I feel like that's why we do it. That's just why we do it. It's nothing else to it.
It's basically like, because y'all just want us to do what y'all want us to do. Just say what it is.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's just like, if some dudes honestly will say, no, I ain't about to do that. I ain't about to like, no, this, that, and the third. But it's some dudes that is just like, it is what it is. And it's just like, we don't care about the feelings unless we honestly care about the dude. And if we honestly care about the dude, we might spare your feelings in a way. But if we don't really, care about the dude, it's more like whatever. Like, whatever. We don't really care. And majority of the time, a dude should know, I feel like a dude should know his place. place. Like, you should know your place. Obviously, I'm going through it with somebody, and you're that side piece. And it's dudes that we know it's a lot of people that make songs out of saying I'm the side piece, and I know that, and I'm okay with being that, because it's like, it is what it is. But I'm not talking on me. I'm just saying for the ladies out here in general. I'm saying, like, we don't care about the next dude piece, because sometimes dudes really don't care. Some dudes don't even want a relationship.
A lot of dudes
don't. You feel me? So it's like, that's why we feel like that, because it feel like we might have been dogged out by one dude, and we feel like at this point, dudes don't care, so it's like we stop caring.